everyone, welcome back to Clumsy Cakes. My name's Amy. So today we're going to be making a very simple and fast drink, and I'm going to show you how to make it in 4 different ways. So we're going to be making some Mexican horchata. To start off, we're just going to make the base for the horchata. So I just took 1 cup of long grain rice, 1/3 of a cup of almonds. You want to make sure that you get almonds with no salt on them, just plain almonds, and then 1 cinnamon stick. So I took all that and put it in a 350-degree oven for about 7 to 10 minutes until all of the ingredients got fragrant and toasted. Then I combined all of that together with 2 cups of water and then put it in the fridge to break down overnight. You want to do this for a minimum of 4 hours, but overnight is best. You'll know that it's ready when you can take a grain of rice and just break it apart with your finger. Alright, now I'm just going to put all of this into my blender. Okay. We're just going to let that sit for about 15 minutes just to settle, and then we're going to strain it. Alright, so now since this is now sat for 15 minutes, it's now ready to strain. So I just have a large bowl with a strainer on top, and inside the strainer I put this is a nut milk bag. You can also use cheesecloth. I just think that this is a little bit easier because it has a drawstring that you can then pull after and squeeze it out. A little bit easier. See if I can do this without making a mess. Oh. Not so far. Just pour slowly. Oh, 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 oh. Guys, I didn't make that much of a mess. You proud of me? I'm proud of me. If you have a higher powered blender, this process will be a little faster, but I don't. Now we're just gonna add the rest of our ingredients. So 2 more cups of water, 1 can of sweetened condensed milk, just for sweetness, because so far we have nothing for sweetness. It also adds a creamy texture to this horchata. And then our evaporated milk. Give that a good stir. Maybe I should have used a bigger bowl, but oh well. Alright, so our base is done. I'm going to split this recipe into 4 to then start making our different variations. One of these variations is just going to be the plain or original style horchata. So I'm gonna do that and I'll be back. So now I took 1/4 of my recipe and put it in my blender with 1/2 cup of frozen strawberries. You can use fresh strawberries if you like. This is just what I chose. And then I'm just gonna blend it up for about a minute. So now we're just gonna strain this to make sure that all the seeds and everything are out. Alright, so the next variation we're gonna make is the chocolate version. Traditionally, when people make chocolate horchata. It's made with a Mexican baking chocolate called Abuelita. I don't have any of that, so I'm just going to use some cocoa powder. And then we're going to blend this up for about a minute. So now this does not need to be strained. I'm going to put it back into the same bowl that it was in, that the horchata was in before. And I'm going to cover it and stick it in the fridge. Alright, so now we're just going to do our last variation. We're going to make some horchata iced coffee. This is the only variation that combines two different drinks, the horchata and the iced coffee. And this one is super simple. All you gotta do is, I have 6 ounces of coffee here. I'm just going to pour it into my horchata. Give it a good mix. Into my fridge this goes, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you all of the completed horchatas. So these are the 4 different flavors of horchata I made today. So if you guys enjoyed this video and you learned something, please give it a like down below. And while you're down there, please leave me any suggestions for what you would like to see next. And subscribe to the channel to make more recipes with me, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!